Hello, I'm Yashalise Cancel and welcome to the DHS Press 2019-2020 SCA Presidential and Vice Presidential of Communications debate. For the first time in Dominion SCA history, there will be a debate between candidates in order for students to be informed on the goals these students have set for the future of SCA and the student body at Dominion. We will be asking candidates running for each position a series of questions which they will have a chance to answer thoroughly. We're here with Mia Savanovich, and she is a candidate for the Vice President of Communications. So, why did you choose this position?
The position is very social media based, and I feel like I have a lot of experience with my blog on Instagram, and I feel like social media is the best way to communicate with people in our student body.
Why do you think you're the best candidate to represent the student body?
So I feel like my overall message is that I feel like no matter how long, how many years you have in high school, like everyone deserves the awesome experience. And to communicate via social media on what's happening, what's Spirit Week, and increase the participation. So I feel like that's a really cool aspect of high school, just being involved in everything. So I feel like everyone just deserves that awesome high school experience, no matter how many years you have.
How do you plan to reach out to all students with such a small social media presence and only posting one time a month?
I feel like I would implement using polls on Instagram and definitely reaching out to, I feel like promoting more, whether it's announcements or social media, and to gain more people to be more interested by letting them know that they have a voice, they have a say in things, they can definitely implement their ideas and contribute to our student body.
Hi, and we're here with Vice President of Communications candidate Yajat Dewan to ask him a couple of questions. Why did you choose this position?
So first off, I feel like this past year there's a really big lack of awareness in the school, of some events and stuff, and just a lack of communication. So I want to just be there to just spread the word about some of the events SCA hosts, and just further down the year, slowly increase attendance in those events.
Why do you think you're the best candidate to represent the student body?
So I feel like I'm a dedicated and hardworking member of SCA, and I've been in SCA for about a year now, so I feel like I've gathered enough experience, valuable experience to just, make some beneficial impacts throughout the year.
Why do you think communication with the student body is important?
Okay, so of course it's important to just let them know about the events we're having and all the activities we're sponsoring, but also I want to be able to work towards just gathering their ideas and opinions and all of their thoughts so that we can just use their opinions to make our further changes and just involve them in the process.
So you guys have a small presence on Instagram where you guys don't really post a lot. Mm-hmm. How do you plan to reach out to all students with such a small social media presence and only posting one time a month? What changes would you implement?
Okay. So I understand that we only have about 150 followers on Instagram. It's obviously not enough for about a 1,400 student school. But this past year we tried putting up flyers in the schools and just putting up posters around the school. And besides from just the Instagram post on SCA Dominion's Instagram, each student in the SCA class also puts it on their own personal story, which easily adds up to about most of the student body's awareness. And aside from just posting our events on SCA, we can also just work with other clubs and offer support to them and post on our Dominion SCA Instagram, just increase the attendance and stuff.
Is there a specific platform best for SCA and why?
Yeah, definitely I think is Instagram. I mean, we only have a sort of 150 followers right now, but I feel like we just started this year on Instagram. I feel like we're growing a lot more, and especially with the ability to just create stories and stuff, it's just an easy way to access information on social media.
Is there anything outside of Spirit Days that seem to be important enough for social media?
Yeah, of course. So Spirit Days are obviously one of the most important things in the school, just getting the Titan community together. But also any events we host, in October, I think we hosted a trick-or-treat fest for the preschoolers and middle schoolers around the area. Just any events just like that other than Spirit Week. And like I said earlier, just offering support to all the other clubs in the school and just connecting the whole community.
What do you hope to accomplish by this time next year?
Definitely attendance in events. Like for example, like in our first mini pep rally in the spring spirit week, we had like quite a disappointing attendance. I feel like it was just like not many people knew about it. Like in my 5th block class, like no one knew until I told them, you know? So just to just get the word out, just more people knowing what's going on.
Is there anything else the voters should know about you and your candidacy?
Okay, I think I've already said this, but I've been in SCA for about a year now, and I think I've gathered like enough experience just using it as a year to just know how things work around in SCA. And I'm a hardworking and dedicated member of SCA, and I feel like I can make a good contribution to the communication around this school, and I'd be happy to serve Dominion High School as Vice President of Communications.
We'd like to thank all the candidates and make sure to visit DHS Press for all the news Titans need to know.